how y'all doing today? I am Courtney, the author of The Beauty of a Setback, and I have the queen of Esthetician with me right here. I do not take this honor lightly. I want to let her introduce herself.
Ashley, the mobile Lashlord, advanced esthetician, advanced manicurist.
Period. This is the one. This is the one to be reckoned with. So I'm so happy to be here today to do this interview with Ashley, and I'm going to ask her some of the burning questions that some of her followers may have. I know I'm a follower of her, and I've seen her journey, been motivated by her journey. So I want you guys to take a step into how a setback is turned beautiful.
Okay. So cool.
All right. For anybody that's following me, I am the beauty of a setback. Give me your Instagram.
The mobile Lashlord LLC. It's some underscores in there. I'm not sure.
Just type in #1 esthetician. Okay. But basically why I'm bringing the Setback Turn Beautiful was basically to inspire and to reach back in your own backyard to get that hope, clarity, and that motivation behind why you should continue to go after your dreams and why you should, neighbor with the sister next to you versus trying to outsource. Maybe start small and build your way up, because that momentum, like Ashley has definitely inspired me at a place where I was just fired from Starbucks. I had ran into her, and I couldn't believe that I ran into her, because I'm like, this girl is moving and shaking in the city, and how did I have the opportunity? But I thought about the opportunity, so it happened. And now, almost 2 years later, I'm getting to interview her, and this is the chance of a lifetime. I'm not taking it lightly at all. At all. So, without further ado, we're going to go to our first question. What/who inspired you to start lashing?
My kids, my boys. I just wanted to have, I wanted them to have something, when I go, they'll have something that'll leave, a legacy for them. And I also needed them to see that you don't necessarily have to work for nobody else to be able to take care of your family, basically.
Right.
So that was my main motivation.
Oh, we don't have to keep. I'm gonna edit that, but we don't have to.
Right.
Keep stopping. Okay. So, question 2: when you started doing lashes, did you know that you would grow into the field? What changed your mind about lashing from it being a hobby?
I guess it would be the response that I got from the public. I think a lot of people took to me better than I expected them to. So that was like my motivation to keep going. Like, oh, this is working.
It's working.
Right.
And so, how long have you been doing it so far?
I've been doing lashes for 3 years now.
Okay.
Since 2018.
Wow.
Yep.
Are you serious?
Since I was certified March of 2018, but I've been doing like individual cluster lashes. I was traveling, doing $7 lashes for probably like.
Wait. Hold on. We're not gonna speed past that. So basically, she just said that she started doing lashes in 2018 for $7, and now she's almost charging nearly $100 per person that she's touching. Big bag. But so when did it even start to become, after how many people did you know, like, okay, now I'm about to start putting my foot in the ass, or now I'm about to start charging what I'm worth? Like, how long into that, after March? And how long?
So the $7 thing was for cluster lashes only. Once I got certified in March, and for semi-permanent extensions, when I first started doing them, I was actually doing them for free. And I was doing the semi-permanent extensions for free for like 90 days, like 3 months. Okay. And I pretty much wanted to do it that way because it was taking me hours to complete a set. And I didn't feel comfortable charging girls to basically practice on their face. So after doing that for like 90 days, getting confident in my work, getting my time down, and then getting my clientele up, then I felt more confident with like actually charging people,
Okay, no, that makes sense for sure. I'm in the same boat. Cosmetologist starting a career, and I need to build my clientele. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start doing some heads for free because I'm just practicing for sure.
That's the easiest way.
That makes sense. Giving me advice right this very second. I'm loving it.
Nobody is gonna turn down a free service.
Right.
It's just not what you do.
And then you know that you're not just giving a free service just to be like, I'll give them a free service. You know you really have an intention behind it, so it's only gonna make you more.
Because most people that do give services for free, they usually really care about their craft and their passion, what they're doing. They really trying to get the experience of. So when you see people giving out free services, don't frown upon them. They trying to build that clientele and they trying to get the experience up, and it ain't gonna be no time before them girls is really charging. So I wish you was one of them freebies.
Yeah, you don't wish. You're gonna double back, and when you double back, it's gonna cost.
Yeah,
it's gonna cost you. Yes,
every
indeed.
trip.
All right, let's go to question 3. When was the mobile Lashlord established? When did you get the name and solidify yourself?
Okay, the name.
Where'd that come
It's
from?
a
Because
story
you tatted it on you as well. Where's the tattoo?
Right here.
Yes.
Okay, so when I was doing Cluster Lashes, I had she was one of my very loyal clients. She's not cool at all right now. That's very irrelevant. However, her boyfriend, I came in one day and he called me the Lashlord. He was like, "They go to Lashlord," and I'm like, "Oh, that is so cute." And so I just added mobile.
Because that's what you were doing. Basically.
Right, I was mobile with it, so I just added mobile. I didn't feel like I was a Lashlord. I was only doing clusters. I wasn't even doing extensions. He was like, "They go to Lashlord." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah. Because what you call yourself is what people gonna respond to.
Exactly.
Yes, I appreciate. Yes. Okay, cool. Let's go to question number 4. It says, what experience did you aim to give your customers? How do you know your customers? How do you know what they like and what they appreciate?
My customers are also very different. So the only way I can find out what they like is by asking them. Or trial and error. There's a lot of girls who get on my table and don't even know what they want. I might do a set that they like, and they're like, "Oh, I love that. I'm gonna stick with that." And I might do a set that might have been too long, it might have been too short, it might have been too thin, it might have been too full. But then when we go back to the drawing board for the next field, we know what she's looking for.
Yeah, and then saw a few more pictures, and they seen a little more faces, and they just trying to like.
And then that's another thing though with lashes, because everybody's eye and face is different. You can look at one person's and be like, "Oh, I want that look," and then get the exact same set, and you're not gonna get that look. So that's the one thing about lashes.
Wow.
Like, you as a cosmetologist, somebody can bring you a picture,
girl,
and you can kind of pretty much with a wig anyway, duplicate it, but. It's not the same.
Everybody's hair is not the same. Absolutely. Like a lady was in a chair and she changed the style like almost 4 times because she brought her own relaxer. She wanted to do her own hair, but she wanted us to do it too. And it was just like
she brought her own relaxer.
She brought her own relaxer. She brought her own comb.
They let her do that?
Yeah, my teacher let her do that only because it's like she know this client. But after that particular appointment, she was like, "We not accepting her no more and block her because she changed her hairstyle. She has this hype of like her hair wanted to be like Nia Long and she wanted to da. But her hair is not that type of, So it's like by the time we got done, she got what she can get, and that was the real. You can't give people expectations that's unrealistic. You gotta really tell people, okay, this ain't gonna work for you. This might work for you. So that's true. That's as we are in the beauty industry, and so I feel like this is definitely a trial and error. Only because it's like we want to get our craft right, but we cannot go giving you promises that's like unrealistic.
Right. Exactly.
What is the best appreciation that you've ever gotten from a customer?
My customers I don't even know. I couldn't even pinpoint one thing. I got the best. When I say I got the best girls, everything. These girls be feeding me. Yes. These girls give me my little medicines that I be needing. These girls, they didn't get made stuff for me. I can't even pinpoint. I couldn't even pinpoint one solitary thing. One of my clients is a caseworker. I guess she got my little brother like his house furnished. Wow. So I appreciate that.
Now that's something that you cannot pay for. That's really something you can't pay for.
That was her. And she's the same girl who got her cousin to cancel her client so she could do my hair. That's my girl.
Yes, clientele. We're gonna give it up for the clientele because that's stuff that we appreciate for sure.
Yes,
that you can't really pay for.
Yes,
you just gotta be that. Okay. All right, guys, we're coming back with the second half of the interview. We're gonna get basically now a little bit more into the root of who Ashley is and some of her background, some of her stories, so we can see how the setback turned beautiful. She wasn't always sitting in the seat. Sometimes she has a background, so we're gonna let her tell you. But this is question number 5. What is one major setback or setbacks that motivated you from doing just lashes and becoming the mobile Lashlord, attending Raphael's, and laying a foundation for your empire? What was the setback that was pivotal? Like, oh no, this ain't gonna fly no more. Now I'm serious. Can you recall?
Okay, so Unfortunately, I'm a convicted felon. That probably was the major setback in my life. When I first started like working, like my, getting jobs and stuff, I started out like in the clerical field. I worked for the Bank of America or NBNA, whatever. I was concierge for the Hilton. I had a lot of clerical customer service type jobs. When I caught my felony, and I started working early, like 16. So my first job was data entry. I was making like $10 an hour at 16. Yeah. So with that mindset, it's like I'm gonna be raw by the time I'm 18. But when I got to 18, I ended up catching the assault case. I did end up going to prison for it. I came home on my judicial, but what really messed me up is when I came home, all of them jobs that I was always able to get, they was not messing with me because of that felony. Like, so from there, I started like factory work. I learned how to solder. I learned how to run all of them S&T machines. I did panel wiring. I did a lot of stuff in that field.
So you had to go above their head now to go work a little bit harder now to get the things that you want. Yeah, because
I came really closely into getting into Progressive Insurance Company.
Okay. Oh Lord.
I really wanted to work for them for a very long time. That was my dream job. I always wanted to work for Progressive. I got to the second interview. I specifically asked each interviewer if my felony was going to be an issue, and they told me that it wasn't. And then come to find out they did not hire me because of my felony, and I just didn't understand why they even had me.
I asked y'all before.
Yeah, I always ask because I know that this is a thing now. And so for me to be like, oh yeah, you're good, you're fine. And then we get to the last step, I'm about to be hired in, and you know what I'm saying, and we can't move forward with employment because of your background. So all of that is what made, and then working in the factory, and then working for people who don't have the same beliefs that I do, who don't value my same values. So far as me and my black sons, just working for those type of people. That's the stuff that made me like, okay, I can't allow anybody else to be responsible for feeding my children.
Wow,
you know what I mean?
That's real. I think that's something that it don't move, and once the gauge is at I'm not gonna let nobody dictate where, how, and who I can be. Once your mind is made up, it's really hard to go back because it's something that's down the middle of your core. It's like something that you living by, because it's like I will work every single motherfucking day before I allow me to be on a job that is just playing with me, just playing with my time, don't respect me. If I get sick, they'll fire me and replace me before I can even finish recovering, so I definitely understand where you're coming from with that. Let me cut this one. Okay. So, as a follower of Ashley and just being inspired by her, this question came naturally. What is work ethic to you? What is consistency to you, and dedication? What does those like 3 words mean? Work ethic.
Work ethic. Those 2 words are very strong to me. Work ethic has always meant a lot to me, even before I was even doing this. I always had a very, very strong work ethic. When I say I was the girl who was coming into the factory when the shift started and then leaving, I was doing 10, 12, 13, 14-hour shifts. Work ethic goes back to when I was an athlete. Yes. Just being consistent, putting your all into it, really caring. Like, now I own my own business, but when I was working for other people's businesses, that was one thing that my employer could always say, this girl be caring about stuff she shouldn't even be caring about. Like, at the end of the day, I just wanted my work to be so good that whoever is buying this is coming right back. That's the main thing. So work ethic basically to me means to like really care about the service that you're providing, really care about the customers that you're providing the services for, at the end of the day.
Yes, for sure. If work ethic was a person, it would be Ashley. For sure. That's without a doubt. Your consistency and dedication to the craft has really changed the game for me as a follower of you. First of all, I just want to say that your work ethic pulled me out of a place where like I was doing all right, you started me doing the stuff out of the car because I was like, the mobile Lashlord, I was like, I didn't think twice. So I had this car and I'm paying this note every month, but this car's not making me any money. So once I got fired from Starbucks, they literally fired me on a whim. Like, I was going to lunch and they were like, hey, you're fired. And I'm like, huh? I've been working here for 2 years. What y'all we have you on camera coming in late, 3 minutes late 5 times, or 5 minutes late 3 times. Yeah, and mind you, I'm like, I was like fired going on my way to lunch. So I was like, you know, I'm scrolling and I'm looking and I say the mobile Lashlord, these pink eyelashes, this little vibe, and I just clicking on your page and following. So I'm just like, I do nails anyway. Why not just do it for my car? So I started just doing the nails for my car, and like literally shortly after that, I ran into her in the store, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm running into bosses, and it's meant for me to be a boss, you know. So I was just like, definitely excited about that. And then once, as the time has passed, like I'm in school now, I'm finishing school now, so it's like,
what school you go to?
I'm at the professional school of cosmetology.
Oh.
Yes, I'm finishing school now, so I'm gonna be a cosmetologist as well. But just to have you as like a source of just to see you in the city, because I see a lot of girls that like wanna and tryna, and I don't see nobody pushing that motherfucking lane down the middle, and that's pretty much you, and that's how I feel about what I do.
Yeah.
So it's only right to be attracted to what you're doing, you know.
I appreciate that.
Definitely. Let's see. Name 5 aspects that make you who you are, or who you are becoming. 5 aspects, 5 words that somebody can say about you, or you can say about yourself.
I'm a perfectionist. I hate that. Like, I hate that I'm a perfectionist because it's annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Sleep. I have a problem with sleeping, which means
Do you not sleep?
I sleep, but I don't sleep. I don't know what the problem is, but that's another reason why I can work all night, because even when I get done with my last client and it's like 2-3 o'clock in the morning, I will legit go home and be like, well, maybe I should cook something, or just be sitting in the bed, or I love ridiculousness. I watch ridiculousness for hours, like, and it's morning time, so the lack of sleep, I think that helps. I'm a huge empath. Like, I really be feeling for people. Like, I wouldn't say I'm a people person, but I'm a people person. I don't really know how to explain it, but I can really connect with people and their stories, and I think people feel that, and they get that. What was that, 3?
That was 3.
I guess my consistency. One thing, I'm gonna always stay consistent, because one thing about me, I can't stand to have to rely on somebody who's not consistent. So I know I be running late a lot, ladies.
She gonna clear that up a little bit.
I know I be running late a lot, but that is a part of my consistency.
I'm coming.
I'm coming. One thing about me, I will never cancel your appointment. I will be hours late, but I will never cancel, and that's only because I travel. For real, that's only because I'm traveling from, I might have a client in East Cleveland, then I gotta be out in freaking Orange. You know what I'm saying? I be traveling.
You go everywhere.
Yeah, so, and then with
like
Style C, right,
well.
exactly. And with Style C, you can't calculate travel time with appointments. You know, it's not set up for that. So if I have a client that goes from 1 to 3, and then my next client starts at 3 o'clock, I'm not gonna get to you to probably like 4, because I gotta clean up here, and then I gotta travel to wherever you at.
Right.
And so, but a lot of my girls, they get that now.
Okay.
So,
and they down with it.
Yeah, they like girls as long as you show up.
Yeah. That's true. As long as you get here.
And I'm gonna come.
And then one more. One more. So that's 4.
Let me see. I guess I'm just down to earth. I'm not no judgy person. I'm not like really stuck up. I think those qualities is what make people like mess with you.
Yeah, your comments, like everybody always leaving a comment about how professional you are, how sweet you are, they loved you to be there, and things like that. Like, you have a million comments, so that, and reviews, and that like only solidifies, you know, what even I was attracted to, or what anybody would be attracted to when they see your page and they see your work ethic. It literally is everything she just said about herself is a full circle. It's not nothing. Even being here right now, I feel so full. Like I'm about to, like she's about to give me a scholarship to fit. Like I just feel really great. So super grateful. All right, we're gonna go to our next. All right, I'm gonna stop.
Journalism on point.
All right, and so we're on question 7. Do you believe there has to be a fine line between hustling and then turning that into building and growing your knowledge so you can build an empire? Is there a fine line, or does hustling lead into? Because some people hustle. I've been knowing people that hustle for 20 years. And they don't have nothing to show for it. And then it's like, at some point you pivot.
I never even thought about it like that. Yeah, it is a fine line. Because I would say before I even went to school, I was just hustling. I guess, Yeah, I know that's a good question. Because you can hustle, and like you said, you could be hustling for 20 years, but if you don't really have no credentials or anything behind it, it's like what you was really grinding for other than money. So I was hustling hard for 3 years, and I'm like, okay, I'm ready to take this to the next level and start teaching these girls what I've learned. Okay, you can't do. You need to. I didn't feel comfortable with just going out here and just teaching y'all what I felt like. Yeah, I just did not feel comfortable with that, and I felt like you need to get the education behind it, so you can really. So instead of you just teaching some girls how to lash some lashes, you can teach the girls the affection and control behind it. You can teach the girls about the managerial behind it. You can. It's just so many things that come with this business outside of laying a lash, and so that's what made me be like, okay, let me set this hustle to the side, because that's literally what I had to do. I went from having a complete full schedule, so now I gotta be in school all day, and then I get out of school and I got 3 boys still. I literally lost a lot of money with going to school, and that's where that fine line thing comes in at, but I feel like it'll be worth it.
Okay, so I'm getting that the fine line is the sacrifice you're gonna have to make to gain that knowledge to get to your next level.
Yeah, you're gonna have to drop on that hustle, because it's only 24 hours in a day.
Yeah, what are you telling me? Do you see my days leak over into 3 and 4 now? Because I'm an author now, right? And so I've been shouted out a few places, and now people are DMing me, can you help me write a book? Can you show me how to write a book? Where do you start writing a book? I didn't know people want to know the backstory, like you telling us the backstory. It's not just laying a lash. We're going to get into, in the next questions, we're going to break it down, but it's not just laying a lash. She's telling you guys that it's only 24 hours in a day, and at some point, the hustling has to turn into sacrifice and then level up.
That's the level up.
The level up. Yes. And because, like, to me, even being able to pull up into your salon, at some point, I want you to be able to pull up in my salon. Like,
absolutely right.
So it's like being able to pull up in your salon and to know that you have a home. You work so hard, and now you pretty much have a home where you can kind of continue to build and grow your brand, but you have a home. And I just think that for me to see, like, once again, you have a shop and that you have leveled up, it only continues to motivate me, because at some point I want to have a home. I don't want to be just working and just getting by. I want to have a place where I can grow from, and just to see you and be able to come here, I'm super appreciative. Y'all don't understand, I'm super appreciative. I'm so proud of this woman. She is definitely a trailblazer for our generation and for the city, so get with it. Get this motivation. Okay. So you want live?
Yeah. Period.
Okay. Let's see. All right. So, question 8. If you could give advice to yourself 5 years ago, what would it be? Or if you can give congratulations to yourself now, what would it be? You can answer both.
Okay.
Advice you would give to yourself 5 years ago.
So 5 years ago would be 2016. Who, baby? What advice I give myself in 2016 would literally be, hold on. Change is coming. Don't worry about a thing. Hey, 2016 was a very, 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 all the years prior to me doing this, people don't even understand, was the hardest years of my freaking life. My life I did not start going up until 2017, 2018. Honestly, when I left my kid's dad. Once I closed that door, it's been up.
Cut the bum nigga off. For real. Cut the bum nigga. Cut. that is literally 99% of any woman's setback is she's fueling and pumping and dumping and getting drained by some dude who ain't even worth 2 nickels.
Yep.
Like.
So yeah. To answer that question. And then,
what congratulations would you give yourself? What honors would you give yourself? Or say, if you was looking in the mirror, like, what would you tell yourself now? Like, how would you congratulate yourself?
I would just basically, I would pat myself in the back, because I be overwhelmed. It's a lot that I'm responsible for solely. So when I do get to where I want to be at in 5 years, I probably want to be able to talk. I probably just be crying. I'm a crybaby. I cry all the time.
So you already have a 5-year plan from now written? Or
no?
Okay.
I got a 2-year plan. I do not have a 5-year plan. Once I get past that 2nd year, stuff just gets...
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I definitely understand. I'm at the same point. I have a 2-year plan, but don't put me into 5 years.
Yeah, you put me in a 5-year, and it's like, because for real, after that second year, I really don't even know which direction I'm going. I don't even know if I'm going to still be in this. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff that I'm really, really, really talented in. That
outside of esthetician?
Yeah, before this, I was a performer. I was a dancer. I've acted. I've done numerous things. So not to say that I'm gonna do that in the future, but you never know. Yeah, you never know who you run into or the people that you meet. So.
That's true.
For now, we just got sweeters.
Okay. All right then. Okay, let's see. Is there a shortage of realization for younger adults? Like we see girls nowadays, they just want to be on Instagram and make money on Instagram. So is that realistic anymore? Like what are some jewels that you would drop as far as like taking your career seriously, even in your 20s?
Honestly, I feel like this new generation of children, kids, they are a little, but when it comes to making money, I think they got it. With this new social media thing, it's super, super easy to make money. Yeah. That could be a good thing, that could be a bad thing, and make a lot of kids feel like anybody can get on here and do it, but in the same time, anybody can get on here and do it. So, with social media, there's really not no way that you cannot make money.
That's true.
I feel like this is the easiest day and time for people to get money in this day. You can make money from your home. You don't have to ever meet a client or anything. You can literally do it from your home. Yeah. You don't have to deal with people.
That is true. That is true. That's the facts. So social media has definitely, you feel like social media has boosted your career?
Yeah. Absolutely. I wouldn't say, yeah, for sure. But also word of mouth. Word of mouth, but it go hand in hand, because actually word of mouth is the best way to sell your business. But when you got somebody talking good about your business, and then that person can turn around and see it on social media, that just makes it stronger, as opposed to what if social media wasn't here and they're literally just going off of what you said. Right. You know what I'm saying? They just got to trust you, like, okay, well, I'm a booker. Whereas opposed to somebody like, damn, this girl is raw, and then you're like, what's her Instagram? You going, oh, she is raw. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there's
no denying it at that point.
No, right.
So okay, so make sure that you guys are building your social media pages is no denying it. Like if some Beyonce was gonna look on there and book you, that's how your page needs to make sure that it's geared towards. Like you need to be attracting, and it needs to solidify who you are as a person, and also who you are as in your profession as well. Right. Okay, cool. Okay. So you want live?
Yeah. Period.
Okay. Let's see. All right. So, question 8. If you could give advice to yourself 5 years ago, what would it be? Or if you can give congratulations to yourself now, what would it be? You can answer both.
Okay.
Advice you would give to yourself 5 years ago.
So 5 years ago would be 2016. Who, baby? What advice I give myself in 2016 would literally be, hold on. Change is coming. Don't worry about a thing. Hey, 2016 was a very, 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 all the years prior to me doing this, people don't even understand, was the hardest years of my freaking life. My life I did not start going up until 2017, 2018. Honestly, when I left my kid's dad. Once I closed that door, it's been up.
Cut the bum nigga off.
For real.
Cut the bum nigga off. Cut. that is literally 99% of any woman's setback is she's fueling and pumping and dumping and getting drained by some dude who ain't even worth 2 nickels.
Yep.
Like, that's
so yeah. Yeah, to answer that question. And then
what congratulations would you give yourself? What honors would you give yourself? Or say if you was looking in the mirror, like what would you tell yourself now? Like how would you congratulate yourself?
I would just basically, I would pat myself in the back for, because I be overwhelmed. It's a lot that I'm responsible for solely. So when I do get to where I want to be at in 5 years, I probably want to be able to talk. I probably just be crying. I'm a crybaby. I cry all the time.
So you already have a 5-year plan from now written? Or
no?
Okay.
I got a 2-year plan. I do not have a 5-year plan. Once I get past that second year, stuff just gets...
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I definitely definitely understand. I'm at the same point. I have a 2-year plan, but don't put me into 5 years.
Yeah, you put me in a 5-year, and it's like, cause for real, after that second year, I really don't even know which direction I'm going. I don't even know if I'm gonna still be in this. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff that I'm really, really, really talented in. That
outside of esthetician?
Yeah, before this, I was a performer. I was a dancer. I've acted. I've done numerous things. So not to say that I'm gonna do that in the future, but you never know.
Yeah,
you never know who you run into or the people that you meet. So.
That's true.
For now, we just got 2 years.
Okay. All right then. Okay, let's see. Is there a shortage of realization for younger adults? Like we see girls nowadays, they just want to be on Instagram and make money on Instagram. So is that realistic anymore? Like what are some jewels that you would drop as far as like taking your career seriously, even in your 20s?
Honestly, I feel like this new generation of children, kids, they are a little, but when it comes to making money, I think they got it. With this new social media thing, it's super, super easy to make money. Yeah. That could be a good thing. That could be a bad thing. And make a lot of kids feel like anybody can get on here and do it. But in the same time, anybody can get on here and do it. So with social media, there's really not no way that you cannot make money.
That's true.
I feel like this is the easiest day and time for people to get money in this day. You can make money from your home. You don't have to ever meet a client or anything. You can literally do it from your home. Yeah. You don't have to deal with people.
That is true. That is true. That's the facts. So social media has definitely, you feel like social media has boosted your career?
Yeah. Absolutely. I wouldn't say, yeah, for sure. But also word of mouth. Word of mouth, but it go hand in hand, because actually word of mouth is the best way to sell your business. But when you got somebody talking good about your business, and then that person can turn around and see it on social media, that just makes it stronger, as opposed to what if social media wasn't here and they're literally just going off of what you said. Right. You know what I'm saying? They just got to trust you, like, okay, well, I'm a booker. Whereas opposed to somebody like, damn, this girl is raw, and then you're like, what's her Instagram? You going, oh, she is raw. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there's
no denying it at that point.
No, right.
So okay, so make sure that you guys are building your social media pages is no denying it. Like if Beyonce was gonna look on there and book you, that's how your page needs to make sure that it's geared towards. Like, you need to be attracting, and it needs to solidify who you are. All right, we are down to our last 2 questions. I really don't want this to end because this is so bomb right now. Like, this has been actually has been so, like, this is amazing. Okay, so my last one of my last questions is, what advice would you give to someone who wants to be in the beauty industry?
Just really be committed to it. Don't do it because you see it as being an easy way to make money or a fun way to make money. Do it because you really have a passion for beauty and you have a passion for people. Because if you lack passion in either one of those things, it's going to be an epic fail.
So wait, you said have passion for people. Does that mean take your own agenda out the way and serve?
Yep, that's what I have to do every day.
Wow.
Like I said, organically, I am not a people person. But when you get into this profession, and after seeing how people respond to me, I think I've kind of made myself into it. Because how can you not love people who love you? You know what I'm saying? So, and then dealing with so many awesome girls, kind of make you excited to deal with more girls.
That's true.
So,
it's like you reaping good benefits of this profession. Like, you are getting not only what you give, but what you have, like what you already feel inside is coming back to you through your customers by them being loyal to you and you enjoying what you do. Because, like, I've been in salons where I've heard, like, yeah, and I'm sick of this and and I always hear some people get the bad end of being in the beauty industry. So to hear once again that you are reaping the benefits of being in the industry and reaping good benefits, it lets me know that there's more to come in this industry than just negative stories. You can have positive stories. You can have positive karma. You can have positive interactions with your clientele as well. So that's really good. That speaks highly of you as well. The reviews speak highly. Everything speaks highly of you, period. So that is cool. Let's see. I said, okay, so this is my last question. It's not even a question. It's more so for Ashley to have her opportunity to just drop her last jewel. So I'm going to step out. Can you drop one positive Ashley jewel that this industry and this field has taught you so far?
Okay. I would say, I guess I would say that drive and that consistency thing is key. It's kind of hard to, I forget the actual saying today, when you reap what you sow or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What I say is it's literally impossible to fail if you try so hard. Mm-hmm. Like, it's impossible to fail. If all of your intentions are on being great and you do everything to make sure that you are great, it is impossible for you to fail. Now, if you pump faking and you really just doing this about some money, you want to make some money, or you just want to be popular or whatever the case, I can guarantee you're going to fail. But when you know for a fact that this is what you want to do, you want to be great in it, you want to have a good clientele base, because that's the main thing for me, having a good clientele. And I'm not talking about a lot of clients. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about having the clientele, man, that's gonna make sure that you're good. Like, mm-hmm. in a pandemic, my girls made sure I was good. I didn't even have to take no new people. Mm-hmm. During the pandemic, my clientele, my little customers that I had, they saw me through the whole, and they still see me through. So at the end of the day, it's about making sure that you're really consistent, you really care, and that the girls that you choose to service are truly good girls. And as long as you got the right group of girls, they're going to make sure you're good for life.
That's good. That's good. All right. So you guys heard it here. I'm with the mobile Lashlord, Ashley Harden, the CEO and #1 esthetician in the city. And I'm going to stand on that because she is, thus far, she has created her own lane. She has inspired me as a person. And I know that after this interview, people are going to be more inspired because they see her with the beauty of a setback. Being an author and having this position and opportunity to interview you has been like an honor. I really don't want it to end. Aww. So I'm definitely going to stay in contact and get my services as well. And thank you guys for tuning in. So this episode will be aired next week. And I just want to say thank you guys for tuning into the Setback Turned Beautiful. And this is my first episode with the queen, the #1 esthetician in the city, Ashley Harden. Turn up. Bye, guys. See y'all.
That was hard.
It wasn't hard.